Hi guys, welcome back to Kessie's Cuisine, where we satisfy your food cravings with easy and amazing recipes. If you're new to my channel, hello, you're very much welcome. And if you're old in this channel, what's up? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today, as you can see, we are making spaghetti and meatballs. Yes, we are making spaghetti and meatballs. This recipe is so easy and it is so delicious. So I want you to stay tuned and I will take you through this journey. Okay, first of all, we'll go through the ingredients. You will need cheese. You will need some basil leaf, or you can use any kind of leaf, but I like the basil leaf for this recipe. You will use some minced meat, spaghetti, spices, breadcrumbs, onion, taro, some eggs, and some tomato paste. Okay, this my selection was just white pepper, black pepper, and garlic. So first things first, we'll do our prep. I am going to prepare my onion for my minced meat, okay, to make my meatballs. So you want to chop your onions into fine, tiny slices. When you are done, in a hot pan, you want to add in some oil, and then you want to kind of saute your onion until it is translucent for your minced meat. Okay, so I added in my onion, I added some garlic and some white pepper, and then to that I am going to be adding my pepper. Okay, I'm going to be adding some atarodo to my onion on the fire. So when that was already fried and translucent enough for me, I added that to my minced meat. So after you add your onion and your pepper, you're going to be adding in 1 egg, and then we are going to be adding in the breadcrumbs. Everything that we are doing is just to make sure that the balls come out very tasty. I'm going to be adding in some of my basil leaf. I'm going to be adding in some white pepper, and then I'm going to be adding in some garlic, and then I'm going to be adding in some seasoning cubes. Okay, so don't worry, it's not too much. Everything will make sure that this thing comes out as tasty as possible. Okay, you don't want to be eating some plain balls without any taste. Okay, so after I added in my pepper, I added in some seasoning cubes. I'm also going to be adding in some cheese. This cheese is just like the icing on the cake. Okay, it's going to give you that very unique flavor that you will need. Now you want to mix everything together and make sure everything is well incorporated. My spoon was not giving me the vibe that I need, so you want to use your hands. Okay, get your hands dirty for this process. When everything was mixed together and I was satisfied with how it was looking, it was time for me to roll my balls. Now to roll it, you want to make sure that your hand is a little bit greasy. If you have an ice cream scoop, you can use that. Definitely it works, but I didn't have that, so I had to use my hands. So you just take in a portion in your hand, roll it into a little ball or a big ball, depends on the size that you want, and you want to place that on a plate of flour. Okay, the flour just allows it to cook very well. Yeah, the flour allows it to cook properly. So you want to roll all your balls together until everything is finished in the plate. Okay, now if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to this channel. Okay, we make weekly recipes, and yeah, sometimes we slack, but we do make weekly recipes. So please do subscribe, leave a comment, tell us if you will try this recipe, tell us what you like to see, and we will definitely reply you. Okay, I am banking on you guys to subscribe and to comment and to share. Okay, let's get right into the video. So when I was done rolling all my meatballs, I've forgotten how many it made, but it was time to fry it. Now you don't want to fry your meatballs to be dry. What you just need is that the meatball is cooked brown, like golden brown. So you don't want to fry it until it is fry and dry and brown. Okay, so we'll just allow it to fry on all sides. And when my meatballs were fried enough, or when they were looking perfect, you flip them over. When it was looking perfect, I took them out of the fire. Okay, and then when my meatballs was ready, it was time to prepare my spaghetti. And just follow the instruction on your spaghetti box. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on the kind of spaghetti that you get, or if you're using homemade. Now for me, I like when my water is boiling first before I start cooking my spaghetti. And my spaghetti, I am not breaking it. We are not breaking our spag today. Okay, when my spag was cooking, it was the perfect time for me to prepare my stew, or the base for my spaghetti. Okay, the stew base for my spaghetti. Now you want to add in some onion. If you don't like seeing onion in your food, like I always say, you can definitely blend. And when I added in my onion, I added in my tomato paste, and you allow your tomato paste and your onion fry properly. I added in my atarodo pepper because I wanted it to be spicy. Then when my tomato was looking fried enough, I added in some spice, and I added in some spice to my tomato base, and then I will allow it fry some more. Okay, now this part, my meatballs were already looking, this is all my meatballs, this is what you want it to look like, not dry, just a little bit fried on every side. Okay, so when my tomato base was frying, you want to add in your pasta water. Now pasta water in jollof spag, or something that you are going to be using a sauce, a spag that you're going to be using a sauce, pasta water allows the sauce and the spag bind together properly. Do you get? So you want to add pasta water to your sauce, or leave some pasta water when you're making spag and any kind of sauce. So I'm adding my meatballs to my tomato base, or to my stew. I want the meatballs to release its flavor to the tomato base, or to the tomato, or to the stew. And I also want the stew flavor to infuse into the meatballs. So this is just the process. Okay, I'm going to allow that to cook for some time, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You want to flip it, make sure everything is well covered in your stew, or your tomato base, or your sauce. And when everything was well covered and well incorporated, and I think the stew base already had the amount of flavor that I needed, I'm going to remove all my I'm going to remove all my meatballs from the tomato sauce. Okay, because right now we are going to be adding in our pasta, and we do not want the meatballs to break by the time we are stirring. So you want to remove all your meatballs from your stew base. And when you have removed all your meatballs from your stew base, you are going to be adding in your spaghetti bit by bit. Okay, because you don't want a situation where your spaghetti is not really covered in sauce. I almost ran out of sauce because I didn't add my spaghetti in bits, but please do add your spaghetti in bits so that it will cover everything. So this is where you will stir and stir and stir until everything is well incorporated. Okay, so when everything was well incorporated, I was satisfied with how it was looking. I decided to add back my meatballs, and I will allow my meatballs and my spaghetti cook together, maybe for 2 to 3 minutes. You just want to add your meatballs and stir. Add your meatballs and stir, but don't stir it in a way that your meatballs is just going to scatter and break. Okay, just be careful. Stir it with care. I'm going to top it up with my basil leaf, and I'm going to also top it up with some extra cheese or with some cheese, just to give it a very nice flavor. I'm going to cover it for for the heat to dissolve or melt my cheese. And when I was done, this was how it was looking. I stirred everything again properly. It was already looking bomb, and it was already tasting fantastic. Okay, you would want to plate your spaghetti in a fancy way or anyhow you like. I plated my spaghetti, added my meatballs on top of it, added some cheese, and I garnished with some basil leaf. Okay, and my spaghetti and meatballs is ready. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.